Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me today. This is the card I have to share with you today. It's this lovely floral card. I hope you like it. So this paper here is actually a freebie I got during celebration, and during celebration for every £45 you spend you get a free item from the celebration catalogue, and this is one of them. So this Designer's Fuse paper is a softly stippled paper, and I just love this colour here. It's Calypso Coral. I think it just goes beautifully with these blues here, and this is Coastal Cabana and Pool Party. So let me show you how I made this. Stamp set I've used is this one called Two Tone Floral, and we've used all of these florals here, and this is a two-step stamping. So I've got everything set up in my Stamparatus. Now I know the Stamparatus is no longer available, but I do find it easier for my two-step stamping to use some sort of stamping tool, though of course you can still use just your acrylic blocks. So I'm going to go in with my lighter colour, which for me I feel is Pool Party. So I'm going to just ink everything up. I think my ink pad needs to be re-inked. Quite a few of them do, I think. Need to have a session and go through them all. So, okay, let's put this down and see what we've got. Not too bad actually. Give it one last go. Yeah, that will do me fine. And then I'm going to give everything a little clean with my simple chamois. I think this stamp I have the wrong way round. I do. Thought it looked a bit weird when I stamped it. So we will re-stamp that one, get rid of these pieces as we don't need them now. There we are. I'm just going to stamp that one again. Stamp. Much better. There we go. It's much better than that blob there, don't you think? Okay. Clean again. Oops. You have to be careful that things don't stick to each other, because I tend to put everything on the top of my case until I'm finished with it. So now we're going to get out our two-step stamping pieces. I'm just going to get them all out of here. And then these are quite easy to line up. You'll see there's a bit here in the centre that just matches, and you're just going to line them all up. Okay, so I lined everything up off camera, but you really do need to get right over the stamp to see what you're doing, and I didn't think you wanted to just see my head in the camera the whole time. So everything is lined up. It really is easy to line up. And then I'm just going to ink now in my Coastal Cabana. And give everything a really good press down. See what we've got? Isn't that pretty? So pretty. And then give everything another press just for good luck. I think that looks gorgeous, if I do say so myself. So now, of course, there are matching dies, and these are they. So we can cut these out now using the matching dies. But first I do want to do one little last piece of stamping, and that's our sentiment. So I'm just going to move this down here, and I'm actually just going to find my sentiment here. And this one is one that says thanks. Not that one. Here. this one here that says thanks, really simple. I'm just going to place it anywhere. And I will have to do a little bit of cleaning of this up. Actually, I'm going to be lazy today. I'm going to just pick this up using the block. And you can do this as well. You can easily stamp with your blocks. And I'm just going to stamp here, thanks. There we go. So now I am going to cut everything out using the matching dies, and I'll be back. Okay, so everything is die cut. I also cut out a little sentiment, and for that I used these, the stylish shape dies. I used this large die here to cut out my sentiment. So everything is ready. So now if we bring back our original, you'll see we have some stems here. So I just cut this out freehand using some scrap paper, and I'm just going to do that again. And I want 3 stems, I think. There we go, that's what I did. And then I also wanted some extra foliage, so I used this bow punch to just stamp some extra some extra foliage. I'm just using up my scraps to do this, as you can see. Just get rid of what I don't want. And I think I'm just going to go for one more. There we go. And I'm just doing it out of white. I think it's a nice contrast to all the colour on the card. So move that aside. And we're going to bring in a card base, which is Coastal Cabana. And then we have a piece of basic white, and this measures 14.35 centimeters by 10. And this is going to be our insert. So let's put that inside. Just try and centralize it. And then we're going to put this lovely piece of designer series paper, same measurements, on the outside. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to start with my stems, I think, and see where I want them to go. I think they're going to be a bit too long, so I'm going to chop off just a little bit where my scissors have migrated to, off the top, very roughly like that. Get rid of those pieces, and now we're just going to have them here. So I'm going to get my tweezers, so I tend to find the simpler way to do it, and then I'm going to just use some Tombow. And I'm going to just put a little bit try not to splodge it too much. I'm going to put that there, and then egg. Gonna just, and these are reverse tweezers, so they just clamp everything in place, which is really useful. And then, last but not least, I'm going to have one here. Like that. Okay, and then we can start to arrange our flowers how we want them. Let's have a look and see, how do we want these, all these pretties arranged. going to have some popped up and some maybe not. What do you think? I think that'll do. I'm not someone who spends ages, I have to say, faffing. I'm just going to put a bit of glue just in the centre so we can still tuck things around and underneath. And these I think we're going to pop up this time. Let's get some dimensionals. Let's find some dimensionals. Here we go. I'm going to put one just in the centre of each of these so we can, as before, still tuck. So let's say, let's have that one there, like we said. And tuck this one underneath. Maybe this little one just there. I think that'll do me. So now I do want to add a sentiment before I do anything else, and this I'm definitely going to pop up. Put on a good amount of dimensionals so it's not going to sag in the middle. I'm going to go to the post. Did you send out lots of Christmas cards this year? Did you make any thank you cards? Let me know. I'd love to see your creations. I do have a Facebook group. You can find the link below in the description box. So if you'd love to share what you make, do hop onto my Facebook group and inspire, and we can inspire each other. So now I'm going to just use some of my foliage, and I tend to cut it in half. So you don't see all of it. I'm just going to cut this little bit away here. Let's see. I just want a little bit peeking out. Yeah. Okay, so let's put a bit of glue there. This is why I said not to put too much glue on your flowers, so then you can still tuck things as you might wish. Yeah, that'll do. Again, I'm still not putting a lot of glue down. It just doesn't need a huge amount. Let's see if we need anything else here at the top. Looks a bit too symmetrical there. Maybe something here, and there again. I'm just going to tear so it's not too tall. There we are. And let's see if we want to fill in with any little bits here. There we go. And I love this bowl punch. It's really easy just to punch out so much foliage and get what you want. Whoops. You really don't need, as I said, much glue. I don't know if people send lots of thank you cards nowadays. I think, unfortunately, the cost of postage has put pay to a lot of that stuff. Let me know if you agree. Or maybe you still do send. I think it's a nice idea to always send thank you cards to people. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned, but let me know what you do. Okay, enough is as good as a feast, I think. Sometimes it's difficult to know when to stop, but we will stop there. That's what we have so far. We are now going to attempt to tie a bow. We're going to be using this lovely petal pink, and this is ribbon from the Ribbon Duo set. And my bow tying skills haven't improved over the Christmas period, unfortunately, so it is going to be what it is. Let me know if you also struggle with bows or getting a really pretty bow. Okay, and I'm just going to put this down for speed. You can use some Tombow if you want, but for speed today I think I'm just going to use glue dots. Give it a good press down so it sits nicely in the glue. There we go. And then finishing touches, I have some of these blooming pearls. I'll just take them out. You can see you've got different colours. You've got the pink. And I think I'm going to go for these greeny blue ones this time, just for something different. Just so they really show up nicely on the card. I think it matches the colours pretty well. And I'm not being too precise in what I'm doing, as you can tell. I've mixed the colours a little bit, but there we go. There are the blooming pearls, and there's the two cards. So I hope you liked them. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. As I said, if you want any information about the project, it's all on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links, including the Facebook group, are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.